If you're new to rucking and interested in learning the fundamentals, then you're at the right place. Because in this video, we're gonna break down rucking gear, weight distribution, how to progress your ruck, biomechanics, and terrain considerations. We're gonna make this a quick and simple video to help you get started.
I'm Jose, and this is Steve. We're both doctors of physical therapy with over 20 years of clinical experience. We are both addicts to outdoor adventures, and we want to show you how you could basically do the same thing. So, what do you say we look at the gear and show them what we got?
Let's do it.
Sweet.
All right, Jose, I'll let you go first. What you got going on there?
So this is my old Backcountry Osprey backpack that I've had, and I figured, why go buy something when I already have something? So I've repurposed this. Let's show yours.
Yeah, for me, I ended up going with a Ruck backpack. And I did try what you were doing, Jose, and use like a bag that I had at home, but unfortunately it just wasn't comfortable, despite how I just didn't want to spend that extra money. I did have to go with the Ruck bag. But yeah, what's going on with how your bag's put together and what's inside of it?
So here's why I like mine. It's got the pad for your back, and more important than anything to me, it's got these waist straps that you can see right here. These make it so that your weight distribution stays nice and even, so that when you're being leaned back by the weight that should be on the very top, it feels a-okay. What's inside? Well, look no further. I went to Lowe's and I got a nice all-purpose sand bag, and that's what I use. It's about 50 pounds total. That's me.
Yeah, and with my approach, since I did go with the Ruck bag, yeah, just like with Jose's bag and the bag even I tried that I already had previous to the Ruck bag, that hip belt was really key, especially with a lot of padding. So yeah, I definitely recommend going with the hip belts. The nice thing though about this Ruck bag, it actually fit my body. And that doesn't mean that this is the bag for everyone. It was just the bag for my body. And I had this great padding on the strap, so it was very comfortable along the shoulders. When I was using my regular backcountry bag, it would just gouge into my shoulders and it'd be super uncomfortable. So that's what really pushed me to go this route.
Sure, yeah, no, that makes sense. And then you may be asking, how much weight should you use? You want to start with around 10 to 20% of your body weight, and then progress maybe to 30%, but probably no more than that. Now, as far as weight, I've got 50 pounds on mine total. Steve, what do you have?
Yeah, mine, in this nice little pocket that they have here in these Ruck bags.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I have a nice little 25-pound plates. And something that's really kind of cool about this bag that was almost like a nice selling point as a bonus for me is that how the weight is actually stored in the bag. Since it's in this nice little pocket, the convenience is that I can incorporate this into my workouts. And because this bag is so durable, I don't care what I do with it. I just throw it around just like any type of weight in the gym. So it works really well. And plus, because this is a little pocket, if I'm doing like resisted push-ups, I don't have to worry about the weight sliding out and clunking me in the back of the head.
That is a nice feature that this one does have. Now, as far as biomechanics go, we'll show you here. So I get the waist strap on nice and tight. From the side view, you want to make sure that the rucksack doesn't pull you excessively forward or backward. As far as terrain goes, I started off on flats and then I progressed my way up to, hills and even something with gravel and water, things of that nature. Steve, what was your experience progressing?
Yeah, don't make my mistake. So I decided, number one, I used a weight that was too heavy. I figured I'll just throw a 45-pound plate in my bag and no problem. I left that in the gym. Well, that was bad because my hips started to hurt later. When it came to the terrain, ideally, we should start flat and kind of work our way up, but I just jumped into the major hills in combination with a heavy weight. So don't be stupid and make my mistake. Just take it step by step. Now, one other important consideration are your shoes. So when I'm out there hiking, I typically use Ultra shoes, and they're above ankle and they're waterproof. And I found that Ultras work really well for my feet. but they just have this really good grip. It's that Vibram base that's, so I don't slip as I'm out there in the trails. And then Jose, what have you been using?
I keep it simple. I use some Solomon's trail running shoes that have been with me for 2 to 3 years. I just got a new pair. They're blue. I love them. Awesome.
Yeah, and I know you had an issue with a nail.
Yeah, so I stepped on a nail once and it went through the shoe, but because it had a plate underneath, it didn't stab me in the foot. So hey, thank you, Solomon.
Yeah, so that is a very important point. Depending on your terrain, you may get in some sketchy stuff, so having those plates or protection in your shoe wear is really important. Now that you have an understanding of the fundamentals, the gear, the weight, the terrain, and shoes, you should have a good start to what's required to go out there and ruck. So go out there and have fun.
And remember to embrace the suck.